Aloha, I'm Paul Norman, and I'm the Executive Director of Neighborhood Place of Puna. And I want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. And I also want to really mahalo and thank all of those individuals and organizations that donated to Neighborhood Place of Puna at the end of the year. It's been 2021 was a really hard year, really stretched Neighborhood Place of Puna. And the fact that so many of you chose to donate to Neighborhood Place of Puna, to donate to the families and the families that we serve and the work that we do, just really, warms my heart and makes me believe, or supports me in my belief, that we as a community are committed to helping families thrive, to helping families and children thrive. So mahalo. And I just want to take a couple minutes today to just remind everybody about what Neighborhood Place of Puna does. So as many of y'all know, Neighborhood Place of Puna is a family-focused organization. And our real focus is on making sure that families have the resources and supports they need to thrive so that they can then raise their children in a safe, stable, loving, and nurturing home, right? It's very simple. And you know, we over the years, we have really refined the work that we do. So we were started 20 years ago as a child abuse and neglect prevention program. There were basically no prevention focused programs, no programs that were in the community that families could access when they were struggling. And Neighborhood Place of Puna was one of those first organizations. We were the only organization for a long time in Puna that really was family focused and with a prevention model. And great. I mean, we've served so many families, so many families in those 20 years. But recently, we begin to reframe the way we talk about the work that we do. So we've been focusing on talking about helping families thrive, because what we really want to do is we want to get away from this stigmatizing model of helping families, right? So traditionally a family would come into a program like ours, and they would have a caseworker who would work with them to help them connect with the resources that they needed. That could be finding stable housing, that could be learning some developmentally appropriate parenting skills or strategies. It could be helping them with their work-life balance, making sure that the household was kind of had a structure that was healthy for everybody in the household. It could be making sure there's enough food in the house, and just so many different things. But the problem with that is, if you really think about it, right? If you really, really think, parenting's hard, just period, no matter what you have, right? No matter where you are in society, no matter how rich or poor you are, no matter where you fall on the societal spectrum, right? Parenting is hard, and all parents need support and help, and a place to talk to other parents, to get feedback about what they're doing and the struggles that they're having, and how to navigate different different things in our society as a new parent. And when we frame the work that we do in this kind of social work model with caseworkers and cases and stuff, that is very stigmatizing. It communicates that there are only certain people that need help, right? That basically it's telling the community, telling our parents that if you're broken, right, if you're in trouble, or if you something very negative like that, then you can access Neighborhood Place of Puna, then you can get help. And that's totally not what we want to do. We want to help all families, right? Every family needs help, at different levels, right? So different families need different things. And so we've begun to really focus on this language of thriving, and we started jettisoning all the kind of casework language and the casework modeling and so forth, because it's not helpful. Because what would be best is every parent, after they give birth, or even, as they're leading up to giving birth and after they give birth, had access to a lot of supports and resources, right? No matter what, right? So that, there's this approach as a society that we approach being a parent as an event that involves us as a community, right? That we as a society are invested in helping families succeed, right? Because we know the reality is that to raise healthy children, it's not just the parents. It takes the whole community to raise healthy parents. And if children don't have if parents and children and families don't have enough resources to eat healthy meals, to be stably housed, to access all of the educational medical resources they need, that's on us as a society, as well as the family itself, right? Because the majority of parents, really, the majority of parents want what's best for their child. They want the best food. They want the best schools. They want the best medical care. They want the child to be healthy. And if they can't access that for whatever reason, that's partially on us as a society. So, what we are trying to do at Neighborhood Place of Puna is this kind of radical reframing of supporting parents, where it's not just parents who've been flagged as at risk that get supports, but it's every parent, because every parent at some point in our life, some point as a parent is going to be like, oh, what am I going to do with this kid? Right. They're going to enter the red zone and in an area that they're struggling as a parent. And so we've been really reframing so that more and more families feel comfortable reaching out to us without shame, to get some help or support, or just to talk to somebody about being a parent. So obviously, for this to be effective, it's going to be more than just Neighborhood Place of Puna, but we can start, right? We can start with our organization, we can start in our community, and we can start by building coalitions and working with other nonprofits to reframe the way that we support families, right? That we, not only within our organizations, but as a society, reframe supporting families and seeing that support, that universal support for families, as an investment in the health and well-being of our society, which is what it is, right? To invest in children and families is to invest in the future of our society as a whole, right? Because none of us is going to live forever, right? And if we do not focus on raising healthy children who have good, emotional intelligence, who have, the skills and resources they need, skills and resources that they need to grow up healthy, then that's going to have long-term repercussions on how our society and our community develops. And so investing in children really is investing in the stability, health, and growth of our community, of our society, of our country. So thank you, everybody who donated to Neighborhood Place of Puna. Thank you for investing in our families. Aloha. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.